I know you're not. I was just giving you a little art time. Independent art time, babe. What?
Nothing. You make things so obvious sometimes.
What am I?
No, I'm not calling you. After work stream. So one of the ladies who was on the panel with me this morning, so we went around and introduced all ourselves. I was the second person, and then she was like, almost, she applied for a job at Outreach, and but whatever the position was, she wasn't like right for the position. I was like, that's what's up. Like everybody knew about Outreach, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, well, I said I just introduced myself. My normal spiel is I say my job first. What I get paid to do is lead case manager at Outreach. Then I kind of explain, like, I help returning citizens try to, you know, integrate back into everyday life and find, jobs and all that shit. And then I mention my position with Black Stratton. And then I mention my artwork and my TV show. But she was like, oh, I tried to apply. I applied for a job at Outreach, but it wasn't the right fit for me. But Black Stratton, I definitely want to network with you guys because I'm really trying to help change the culture around here. And she's like this middle-aged white lady, and it's just like, are you really though? Like, are you really? But the only reason I kind of believe her is because she says she's from Philly, and she's been doing like social work and a lot of other, just like kind of the same stuff we do working with youth and juvenile involved individuals in Philly. So I told her I commended her on that because Philly is a tough ass fucking city, yo. And so if you can do anything, Philly is almost like New York, yo. If you can make it in Philly, you can do that shit anywhere, yo.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Because Philly is a tough ass fucking place, yo. It's hardcore over there, and there are certain pockets of the city that's just like people are scared to go into. That's like when I moved here. People in Scranton was like, "You moving to Wilkes-Barre? Oh man, that shit's so ghetto over there." I'm like, "Bro, I lived in Philly, man. Calm the fuck down, nigga.
Not ghetto at
This
all.
shit is diet ghetto, man. At the most,
At the most.
at the most, this shit is ghetto light." And I didn't know anyone else on the panel, you know. Like that's my first time meeting all those people. This one guy, it was only me and one other. It was one, two, three, four, five. It was six of us, but only two of us were guys. And the other guy, he was like, he definitely wasn't white. He definitely he was tan, but I don't know if he was like Middle Eastern or he didn't look mixed. He didn't look like a mixed person. He could have been like have some like
A tan white person.
Spanish background to him or something. He definitely wasn't white though. He wasn't white.
But he wasn't black.
He wasn't black either. But he had color to him. He seemed like a really nice guy. And he does theater and performing arts. And he says he leads like the theater group at his parish. He didn't say church, but a parish is like the same thing, I think. I don't know. So it was like everybody, we're all creative people and we all do stuff in the community. And so that's why they asked us to be on that panel to judge who gets fucking the grant money. Yo, Connor, you know him, right? So Connor is the founder of the Scranton Fringe Project. And so this was his first time asking for a grant from Arts Engage. But like, I don't know, his application was really kind of weak, yo. And he asked for $48,000.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's what we was like. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. But at the same time, like, the Fringe has been going on for several years. Because I remember like 5-6 years ago, I did a art show with Fringe, and I actually won honorable mention. It was like $100 prize for honorable mention.
Oh wow.
Then the person who won first prize, like, man, her art wasn't like that. I was kind of upset
She
about it.
must be known or something.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
I was kind of upset about that shit. There's like first prize, and I was like, really? It was photography, and then she like do a kaleidoscope thing where the picture like fragments and just like repeats itself and makes like this weird design. But it's like you just took a picture and plugged it into a program to make it fractal and look like a kaleidoscope, and you won first place over. You know what I put in that show?
What's that?
Oh, I did that twice. The first time, you remember that painting I had with the girl with the shadows on her face through the curtain? I put that in that show, yo, and that shit
was a
didn't,
good one.
and that shit didn't win, yo. I just got honorable mention for that.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn, yo, that shit hurt me a little bit to compare my shit to the winner. But anyway,
Right, like how the hell?
but once again, that was years ago, and I thought Connor was getting like, obviously he gets grants and something from somewhere, but I thought like he was already on Arts Engaged, but that was so long ago, and this is his first time asking for a lot of money, and then I didn't want to be like partial to him because I know Connor and he helped me do the last show that was just me, my solo show. Like without Connor, I wouldn't have been able to pull that shit off, you know.
Oh, for your birthday?
Yeah,
That was Connor.
you know what I'm saying? He gave us the key to the Leonard Theater. And so I wanted to give him a higher score on his application, but I couldn't, though. And, yeah, and he partners with Black Scranton a lot. But, like, a lot of his application, that shit wasn't great. But the best one was, like, United Neighborhood Charities. Their application was the fucking shit, yo. They offer, like, art programs and music programs and STEM programs, and they want to get a fucking 3D printer, and help kids learn technology and digital art and podcasting. And they got fucking, I think they said they got 4 or 5 vans where they'll shuttle the kids around. If the kids get to the program after school and they don't have a way home, they'll take the kids home. I'm like, that's what's up, yo.
That's needed.
So everybody gave them high scores just for that simple transportation for the people who may not have access to programs but want to be involved in them. Like, they got everything covered, yo. Food, they serve lunches, transportation, all the STEM programs. I'm like, yo, y'all got that. That's what's up, yo. If I had a kid of that age group, I would definitely sign them up for United Neighborhoods.
Yeah, that sounds like a good program, especially because of the transportation.
The transportation part, like, really impressed a lot of people, yo. Juneteenth block party. What? Let me start sharing this shit now. You gonna volunteer or you just gonna go? She just went last year, people. She ain't volunteered last year. She just went.
What? You want to tell a lie?
Oh, you did? You did help. I lied. She did do a lot of setting up and helping arrange things last year.
Black Gala, Juneteenth.
I'm talking about Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, the volunteer, the career day.
You look at her Instagram from Juneteenth last year, just you couldn't even tell she was a volunteer.
She was just
out there like,
here, Travis, get some pictures of me setting up some chairs for the community. It's gonna make my Instagram look good.
It does. You volunteering for the community.
This year, you can get some pictures of me setting up some
chairs. I definitely will. Cause we had to change. We went out there in like work clothes to get everything set up for the last minutes. Help setting up the tents and all that. I forgot you helped do that. And them tents was big as fuck, son. Yeah.
Open mic night.
I'm talking about volunteering though.
I volunteered. I didn't get paid for none of that. That was volunteer.
I wasn't there. I forgot about that. See, she went and I ain't even go help set up some shit for the open mic. Yeah, I didn't even help with that part, and she was out there helping. Mm-hmm. But that's all the beef footage. Like we be needing to see that part of stuff.
And next time that Glennis says, "Yo, come help," I'm just gonna get footage of her and everybody else.
That shit makes a difference when people can see like the work that goes into it. You just come in like, oh, this is nice. This looks good, but you don't see what the fuck we do. Like if we
even though we didn't get to stay, I already saw it being set up, so I got to like enjoy it that day and then enjoy it again. And when I went, like Glennis worked at a fabric shop before, so instead of cutting fabric and fucking shit up, I was like, look, you do that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna get this because it was like rocks and stuff from the winter and salt and all types of shit. I was like, look, I'm a vacuum. I'm gonna get this trash picked up. I'm gonna set these chairs out, and y'all do what y'all do. I'm here. And that's what I like to be.
You know what we should have got pictures of? Us putting those swag boxes together.
We should have.
That shit would have been good because, I mean...
We didn't need more pictures of us in general.
So,
me and you.
Maureen McGuigan is the one who is, like, executive for Arts Engage. And so she complimented me again. She was like, Travis, the Black Gala was excellent. And she was like, those swag boxes... Nice. They were so good.
Journals and those socks.
And that's what I'm saying. If people would have seen like us like packing those things and making sure that everything was together, like people
if I was a bystander on the street and Glennis came up to me and was like, "Yo, I'm taking donations. This was for Black people." Da 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 da. As long as she ain't said like $100, because I'm like, strangers. You know how people are. But it should have been like, "Oh, give us $40-$50 and we'll get you a box with a journal and some socks in it." I'd be like, "Hell yeah! Where's it going? Mm-hmm. It's going to the community. Okay."
Our swag boxes was some of the best shit, and like.
Them socks, yo, and them journals.
Like, Maureen had to bring that shit up, like, yo, the swag bag was great, yo. I was like, we tried, yo. We really wanted people to feel like, they're contributing to us, but we want to give you gifts, too, incentives to say, like, we are doing stuff. We have merch. We're partnering with other locally Black-owned businesses, and, we're out here trying to do our thing, yo.